Hello Africa and hello to my special ones, the Blue Bloods. Welcome to another edition of News Glide where I run you through the hottest stories that happened during the week. I am Odera Collins, the media maven, and this episode promises to be exciting. Well, the Nigerian fintech startup Kuda Bank raised $55 million in a Series B funding at a valuation of $500 million, and that's just barely 4 months after they raised $25 million. Take that, traditional banking. But anyways, this funding was co-led by the existing investors Target Global and Valar Ventures, SBI Investment, and other previous investors also participated. Now, the fantastic thing is that this is going to help spread the gospel of free banking for all. If there's something I love about Kuda and all the new banking systems that are existing currently, is the fact that they're so flexible. They don't stress me, I don't stress them. Well, it's been a fantastic week for Rihanna lovers all over the world as they are super duper excited, and that is because Bad Girl Riri has moved from bad girl to badass billionaire. Yes, Rihanna is currently worth $1.7 billion. Now, this is according to Forbes, and it is making her the wealthiest female musician in the world and second only to Oprah Winfrey as the richest female entertainer. Now, her fortune comes from Savage X Fenty, which is estimated at $270 million, and she also co-owns Fenty Beauty, which is now worth a total of $2.8 billion. Now, Fenty Beauty is a 50-50 joint venture with French luxury brand LVMH, which was launched in 2017. Now, while we wait for new music, because I don't think Rihanna is ever going to give us new music. I don't know. It just feels like she's done with music. Or maybe she's on a break, but she's more concerned with making billions. But I want to say, Rihanna, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you, and I wish you more to come. I think one of my favorite things about Rihanna is just her vibe. She just has this chill vibe. She doesn't care about what you're saying. She's just living her life. And you should live your life too. Now, this next story makes me feel like I should have worn black because I'm about to mourn a reputation that is dead. Now, we all know that the Olympics are currently ongoing in Tokyo, and Nigeria is supposed to be participating in the Olympic, but for some reason, for some fantastic reason, here we are at the verge of a lawsuit from Puma. How did we get here? Well, now the German sportswear giant has terminated its sponsorship and licensing deal with the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, and Nigerians are berserk. I can understand why we're like this. I feel bad too. Who wouldn't feel that way? Let's get to the main story. Now, Puma cited recent developments as the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, which is one of the reasons for terminating the contract. It's the fact that Puma signed a 4-year deal worth $2.7 million with Ibrahim Gusau, the previous AFN president, back in 2019 to kit and sponsor the Nigerian athletes. But we're left stunned when the Ministry of Sport opted to sign a deal with Nigerian-owned Alpha Sports to kit the Nigerian team to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Like, I can't process this because there's just a lot at stake. Because Puma currently is threatening to sue AFN over a breach of contract. Who wouldn't be pissed? I would be. Why do I feel like I'm overly emotional on this story? But it's just... Next. And in more elating news, YouTube Shorts brings us good tidings as it intends to pay creators. Now, hold your horses. Remember when I told you that YouTube Shorts is going to be engaging a monetary feature? Well, guess what? YouTube Shorts is going to be paying you $10,000 and maybe a little bit above that. But there are conditions to that, one of which is that you have to create original content, okay? So just hold your horses and go work on being original. That's the first thing you have to do as a creator. Now, although this honeypot isn't for everyone, as payout is only available to a few countries, Nigeria inclusive, and South Africa, and a few countries outside Africa, all I'm just saying is get yourself ready, babies, because we're going to be making money from YouTube. My friends who are YouTubers, take note. I'm about to. Next. And in more progressive stories, Flutterwave makes plans to penetrate the US market. Now, this is coming after Flutterwave announced Jimmy Koo as its head of US growth back in June and raising funds up to $170 million in a Series C funding. Now, currently, Flutterwave has branches in 20 African countries and company plans to expand into the American market. Hopefully, this is a path for other fintech companies to follow. Remember in the second quarter of 2021 when the Nigerian government banned Twitter, or supposedly banned Twitter, because they later came back to say that they didn't entirely ban Twitter. It was more like a temporary ban, and then a reputable person in government went ahead to deactivate his Twitter account with VPN. So cool, an Indian microblogging platform is adhering to the new social media operation laws in Nigeria by registering its business with the NBC, that's the National Broadcasting Commission, and CAC, and also the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. Okay, because Cool wants to start full operations in Nigeria, it is also going to be paying tax to the Nigerian government. This is coming in the wake of the Twitter ban. I don't have a problem with this. I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that the Nigerian government is paying, a substantial amount of money to ensure that Twitter is banned in Nigeria. And we're losing money. And we don't even have the money that we're losing. Make it make sense. I don't know, just make it make sense. That's just all I can say. And just before we go, Hush Puppy, who recently fell from Gucci grace and is in FBI custody, is spilling tea. And I like tea. Or maybe you don't, but here you have it. I like tea. He's releasing an album and I'm here for all the singles that will be dropping. The first one is the DCP, Abakari. And the second one is, I don't know, it's still a rumor and we haven't finalized, and I'm really hoping it is not true. But what gives? We can only wait as this whole thing unfolds. So keep it locked to Blueprintafric NG, because I will be bringing you all the latest details on that story. And that's much we can take today. We've gone from South Africa to Nigeria to America for Rihanna, and it is a wrap on News Glide. Until next week when I come your way again, subscribe to this channel, for we are going to be bringing you hot content. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Blueprintafric NG, and you can follow me at Odera Collins. Bye guys. Bye. Bye Blue Bloods. Love ya.